Actually decided to see this particular movie on Netflix because of the sensational Twitter doctor, Aproko doctor. Speaking of Twitter, let's not go there, shall we? Hello, welcome to my Nollywood diary. My name is Janelle. It's not every day that you get to see a movie in Nollywood that is centered on a disease since 93 days. Some of you might remember that movie. Well, the under review today is centered on the sickle cell disease and is also inspired by a true story. At the time, this movie has gotten several awards and nominations, and there is one particular nomination though that I do not exactly agree to, but anyways, that's by the way. The movie under review today on Janelle's Nollywood Diary is Strain.
The strength of a loving family was tested when their son Ekene was diagnosed with the sickle cell disease at the age of 6. It was a trying time for the family as this was well managed until 4 years down the line. The episodes became frequent and severe, and the family's bond was stretched thin. Ebere, Ekene's sister, became resentful as the years rolled by. She had to constantly watch her younger brother, as unfortunately his episodes had a knack for wrong timing. And to add to this, she received little or no attention from her parents. On the other hand, Yemi, the mother, hardly had time for the family because of her demanding job and financial commitments to the family. Inamdi, the father, is a struggling artist, a painter to be precise, estranged from his parents. He got a golden opportunity to not just make money, but showcase his paintings, his dreams, but it would take him away from home for a long time. He was torn between leaving his sick son and pursuing his dream and providing for his family too. This dilemma became unbearable, though his parents were kind of the answer to his prayers. All of these issues, coupled with sickness, brought a rift in the family, and they all had to go see a shrink. At the end of the day, will the family be able to cope, or will they triumph over sickle cell disease and the various challenges and struggles that beset them? Will Ekene carry out his suicidal thoughts so as to relieve the family and himself from the pain and trauma? Or would his sister keep resentment aside and help her brother? Would their father stay with the family or pursue his career?
Well, to my dislikes, Inamdi's white beer. How can I say this? Okay, I'm guessing that the white beer, that's beards, was supposed to make him look older, but it didn't for me. Does white beards make one look older per se, or wrinkles, or well, to an extent? But this one, the makeup was terrible. Check out now. Just look at it. Does it look okay to you? Okay, let's check his natural way and the makeup. What do you think? Tell me, I'd love to hear your view on that. There was something off about the acting. Well, some of the characters did not own their character. Well, we can forgive the minor characters, but one of the major characters, the mother, Yemi, she didn't own her character. It was a character played by Shushu Abubakar, which, I love the name Shushu. It's quite lovely, a lovely name. But I didn't feel her own her character. It was like someone was using her body to act. I didn't get the feel. I didn't get the emotions that are supposed to go with her character. Marry her character. I didn't feel the connect. I just didn't. There was just something off about how she manned her character. The children called their father's mother grandmother. It's understandable, it's appropriate, but their mom, Yemi, called her mother-in-law grandma too. And I was like, why? Initially, I thought I didn't hear correctly. And then she said it again, and then again. And I was like, come on, is nobody hearing what I am hearing? How can you call your mother-in-law grandma like your children? I didn't get that. I don't understand. Perhaps it was a mistake. Perhaps that's how they called their mother-in-law there. I have no idea. But it was unsettling for me. I learned a few things about the sickle cell disease, and I felt that they could have done more. There was a scene when the doctor was explaining to the parents about the disease. They were educating the audience or the parents about it, and the father was like, no. I felt that was like a scene where you could have, shown the public, educate the public more about sickle cell disease. Some of us are not so familiar with this particular disease. Then the movie was supposed to provoke emotions, right? Well, my emotions were provoked, but I didn't really feel the movie. It was just towards the end that I became all emotional. But there were certain things, certain scenes that should have provoked emotions, not when the child was close to the grave. No, no, no. I felt that the emotions could have been deeper, the scenes could have been deeper. Well, I cried, but I only cried towards the end. I think I should have more than cried. I should have wailed, like deep groaning from the insides. But I just felt it just wasn't deep enough for me. Well, to my likes, I love the scenery. It was beautiful. And then the uniform of the family, the Ankara, the t-shirt, it was so beautiful. I have a thing for Ankara. It was beautiful to me. I just couldn't take my eyes off it. However, for a newbie, Aproko doctor really nailed his character. However, he was in his element as a doctor. However, he just couldn't stop using however in the movie. I kind of liked it somehow. I was like, anyways, Strain is a movie that will take you through the journey of those who suffer from the sickle cell disease. The pain, not just for the carrier, but also the family and the friends. The stigma, the fear, the expenses, the sacrifice, and any other thing that comes along with the sickle cell disease. And for this particular reason, I give Strain a 3.5 star rating. In my life, had an encounter with a sickle cell patient, and if you have, I would love to hear your views about the sickle cell disease. And then if you have seen this movie, I would also love to hear your thoughts about. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to check my other videos on Nollywood reviews and whatnot. You can have a very wonderful evening or day. Bye bye.